In the second video in the Parkour series, I will be doing a vaulting system. The player will use a different animation based on how far the vault is, making the system more realistic. A disclaimer is that since I used Mixamo animations, the results are not 100% accurate, but you can use different animations if you have them. The vault will work over any object that is within a certain height and width. First we will download the required animations. If you want to use the same animations as me, then download the following from Mixamo. First will be this big jump animation. Make sure to download the animations without skin. Next is front twist flip. Next search for jumping, and 3 of the animations will be titled the same. First is this one. Next is this one. The last one is this spinning jump. The final animation to download is jump over. Now we need to use this Mixamo converter to convert the Mixamo rig to an Unreal Engine 1. I will put a link to the software in the description. It is important to press custom root motion for each one and set the frame, height, and rotation to 0. This is so the root motion is applied on the Z-axis as well. Now in Unreal Engine, I will create a new folder for vaulting. Import all the converted animation into Unreal. Rename the following animations. Jumping to vault. Jumping 1 to vault over. And jumping 2 to spinning vault. We need to enable root motion for all the animations by using bulk edit via property matrix. Create a montage of all the animations. Enable the motion warping plugin and then restart your engine. Add a motion warping montage notify. The first one should be from the start of the animation to the point where they get off the floor. Name it Vault Start. The second notify should last from a bit after the first one finishes and ends just before the player lands. Name it vault height and uncheck ignore z-axis. The last notify should start a bit after the second one finishes and ends once the landing portion finishes fully. Name it vault land and uncheck ignore z-axis again. Repeat this for all the montages. Open up the third-person blueprint. I will clean up the graph from the previous sliding video by collapsing the nodes. For the vaulting, I will be using the spacebar key. First, add a branch node. The first condition is checking that the player is going fast enough to vault. We can do this by getting the vector length of the velocity and checking if it is greater than a value. Add an operator. The second condition is checking if his falling is false, as the player should not be able to vault mid-air. Create a new function called vault trace. It will have 4 float inputs. The first one is initial trace length, which determines how close you have to be to vault. The second one is a trace z offset to check how tall the object is. The third is a trace gap, which determines the distance in between traces. The last is a landing position offset, so the landing is more accurate. Add 3 vector outputs. They will be for the start, middle, and landing locations. Create 3 new local variables called vault start location, vault middle location, and vault land location. Add a line trace by channel. The start will be get actor location and the end will be the actor location added to a forward offset. Drag out of the return value and add a branch. True, then set the vault start location. It will be the impact point of the hit result of the sphere trace. This sets the start location of the vault as we check for the first index. Add a sphere trace. The start and end will be the vault start location with 20 added to Z. The radius can be something like 10. Add a branch to the return value. Create a new variable called canVault, which will be a boolean. Set this to false here. After it, drag out to the break input of the for loop. Use reroute nodes to make it cleaner. If the branch is false, then set the vault middle location. It will again be the same impact point. This will be set after each trace, so the final trace will be the final vault middle location. Add a sphere trace after this as well. The start and end will be the trace start of the hit result. The radius will be 10 again. Add a branch after the return value, and if true then set canVault to false. These sphere traces are checking if there is space to vault to those target locations, so if there is something in the way then the canVault variable is set to false and player cannot vault. Drag out of the false path of this branch and add a set canVault. Set it to true. Add a sequence and a line trace by channel to then 0. Add a vector to the trace end here. Connect it to the start of the line trace. The end will be this with 100 subtracted in the z-axis. For the add vector, add a getActor forward vector node multiplied by the landing offset input. In then one of the sequence, connect it to break from the for loop. Add one more sphere trace by channel. The start and end will be the result of this add vector node from the line trace. Set the radius to 10. Add a branch from the return value and set canVault to false if true. For false, first get the hit result of the line trace. Set the vault land location variable to the location of the hit result. Connect it to false. Add a return node after the for loop with break is completed. Set each output to the corresponding local variable. That is all for this function. I will quickly comment the function to explain what each part is doing. Add the function to true of this branch. You can copy the same input values as me if you are using the same animations and setup. Next, add a branch with the condition as can vault. Now create a new macro called vault. Go back to the vault trace function and add one more input for the vault distance that returns the value. Go back to the macro and add a setCanVault variable and connect it to the input. Now add 3 vector inputs for the vault locations. Add 1 integer input for the vault distance. After setting canVault to false, set the movement mode to flying. Add a motion warping component to the player from the top left. Drag motion warping into the blueprint and make an add or update warp target node. For the warp target, make a motion warping target. Open up one of the animation montages. Copy the name of the first montage notify and paste it in the player blueprint. The location of this will be the vault start location input. The rotation will just be get actor rotation since it should stay the same. Copy these 4 nodes and paste them. Set the name to the name of the second notify. The location will be the vault middle location input. Copy and paste it once more and set the name to the third notify's name. Set the location to the vault land location input. Next, add a play montage node from the mesh. On the uncompleted output, set the movement mode to walking. Drag this into the output. Go back to the vault trace function. Add an input for the draw debug type of the line trace. Add this input to the draw debug type of all the traces used. Change the input to for duration so we can see all the traces while testing. Set the greater than value to 50 lower than your character's max walk speed. Unconnect the jump nodes from the default jumping input. Now if we press space while running towards an object like this, the trace occurs and we can see all the target points. Add the vault macro after this branch and connect all the outputs of the vault trace function to the inputs of the macro. Now we will select the montage to play based on vault distance. Add a select node to the montage to play. Drag out of the vault distance and add a reroute node. Add a greater than node and set the value to 8. Connect it to the index of the select node. If true, add another select node and set the index to a random bool. The two montages in this select node will be big jump and jump over. For false, add another select node. The index will be a boolean. Check if the vault distance is greater than 6 and connect it to the index. If false, then add a select node with an index of a random integer in range with min being 0 and max being 2. Add another pin to it. The three montages for this will be spinning vault, vault, and vault over. In this true, add a select node with random bool as the index. Set the two montages to front flip and front twist flip. As you can see, the vaulting is working, but there is an issue where the player snaps to the middle location. Open the anim montage. Set ignore z-axis to false in the first motion warping notify as well. Do this for all the montages. The vault works properly now. The player also will not vault into objects where there is no reachable landing location. After the false in both branches, add a jump node. We will replace one of these in the next video for mantling. I will add some blocks quickly to the map to test different vault distances. Open the vault macro and set the movement mode to falling at the end. As you can see, the player now vaults over the objects and different montages play based on the distance to vault over. That is all for this video. You can purchase this project using the link in the description if you want. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.